Good morning. The final presentation on mining educational data to improve student performance, a case study by Karthik of Barla. Coming to the abstract. This case study is used educational data mining to improve graduate student performance and overcome the problem of low grades of graduate students. The authors have collected the data from the College of Science and Technology, Kyosin. The collected data includes 15 years period from 1993 to 2007. After doing pre-processing the data, which means they have removed the unwanted things which are having similar kind of domains. So they have applied data mining techniques like clustering, classification, association, and outlier detection rules to extract the knowledge and describe its importance in educational domain. And coming to the introduction and related works, the authors of this case study are Mohammed M. Abu Tayyar and M. Ilhalis, Faculty of Information Technology at Islamic University of Gaza. The goal of this study is to show how useful data mining can be used in higher educations to improve student performances. This paper investigates the educational domain of data mining uses a case study from the graduate students, data collected from a College of Science and Technology. This data includes 15 years of data period. Educational data mining domains uses many techniques such as decision trees, rule induction, neural networks, and so on. But for now, we are using only the clustering, association, and the density functions. By using these techniques, we can discover the knowledge of the association rules, clustering, and classifications. From the results, they need to provide a helpful and constructive recommendeds to overcome the problems of low-grade students. Data processing. So before getting into the problem, they have pre-processed the data, which means they have removed some unwanted attributes. Basically, they are having 18 attributes with 3,360 record. So once after removing 51 missing values from this data, the data has been reduced from 3,360 to 3,314 records. So the matriculation GPA attribute contains large number of continuous values, so they have discretized that into the categorical one. After pre-processing, they have started viewing the data visually as figure 1, where you can see over here the good students, the very good students, and the average students, and the excellent students, which is in the red mark. And in the description you can see the attributes, description, and the selected things. Application of data mining techniques. Now how this process is following actually. First, the problem has been statemented, then the data has been collected, which is the graduate students data, then the data has been pre-processed. After pre-processed, the data has been selected, cleaned, and transformationed into one data mining set. And then by applying association, classification, clustering, and outlier detection methods, the results has been evaluated and the knowledge has been represented. Coming into the association rule, as part of association method, the FP growth algorithm is applied to the dataset. Mining association searches for the interesting relationship among items in a given data. In our data, we are looking for items that characterize the grade of the student, such as excellent, very good, good, and average. These rules are sorted by the left metric. If the left metric value is greater than 1, then the positive correlation between the antecedent and the consequence. There is a 75% probability has been shown in the left metric values that if a student with poor in the matriculation will get an average grade in the secondary school. Now, applications of the data mining techniques, continuations. Now coming into the classification part, two classification methods has been used in this. One is the rule induction and other one is the Navier bias. After using both the methods, the Navier bias has having 67.50% more accuracy compared to the rule induction method. So they have decided to use the Navier Bayesian method for the classifications. And here you can see the attributes in the figure 6. The number of records and the percentage of the each cluster. The advantages of these rules are they can predict low grades of the time. These rule inductions and Navier bias, which is the college committee can identify the average student at the starting point itself and can give special training for them. And coming into the C, clustering. The objective of the clustering is to find the high quality clusters such that the inter-cluster distance are maximized and intra-cluster distance are minimized, and the k-means will be using in this algorithm. So to find the best cluster centroids to be centroid, in the figure 7 you can see the difference between the students and the clustering method and the density of the cluster. Applications of data mining techniques, continuation, part 3. Coming into the final part, the outlier detections. By this we'll know how many excellent students were being particularly different from the average, very good and good students. So in educational data mining, outlier analysis can be used to detect these students with learning problems. So two outlier methods being used. One is the distance based approach and another one is the density based approach. In distance based approach, the systems detected 10 outliers in the data. By studying, they found those outliers represents rare events, which is like coming to the having higher GPA of the students which are like excellent students. In density based approach, the method used is local outlier factor, LOF. Its basic idea is to compare the local density with the density of neighbors. And the side in the figure 8 and figure 9, you can see the density based approach and the local outlier factors plot with the SVD applied. Future works. Future works that has been described may include applying data mining techniques on an expanded data set with more distinctive attributes, as we are having only 3360 record with 18 attributes in this data set. In future we can apply for thousands of records and hundreds of attributes, which can give more accurate values and easy to find. We can also use more data mining techniques such as neural nets, genetic algorithms, k-nearest neighbors, and etc. Like as for now, we have used only the classifications, the clustering, and the associations, and the density-based approaches. But in future, they say is we can also use the neural nets and genetic algorithms and k-nearest neighbors, which are much easier to get the results in a more positive way. Conclusion. Finally, I conclude these data mining techniques and algorithms could be embedded into the college system so that they can be benefited by using these data mining techniques. By using some extended techniques like k-nearest neighbors and neural nets, we can find the closest relations between each sets and improve the student performance by using each one of these tasks. Association, clustering, and the classification methods will be very useful in finding the relationships between sets and help us to improve the graduate student performance. References. This dataset has been taken from the International Journal of Information 2.2 2012. Thank you.